Hey guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to your unpopular opinions. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. All right, let's get into it. I feel like I said this in a recent video that I haven't sat down to film in a while, and it's the exact same thing again. I was out of town. I was in Savannah with Adam for 5 days, and then I got back and had a migraine for 3 days, and so it's been a minute since I sat down and filmed, and I'm so excited to be back. It's Sunday morning. I'm hoping to get this video up today. It's been way too long since I've posted, and I'm trying to get like right back into the routine. I have a whole list of videos, so definitely subscribe if you're not already, because I have so much content coming, and I have a really good Amazon video coming probably later this week. Okay, I asked you guys on Instagram what your unpopular opinions were. Some of them are beauty related, some of them are not. I saw Jessica Braun do a video, but hers I think was mostly beauty related. So this is kind of a mix of beauty and then also just like randomness. So let's open it up. Some of them are hilarious. I just want to note before I start that if we don't agree on something, it is okay. This is just a fun video. It is not something to like get all up in arms about. None of these topics are super life-changing, so it is okay if we're going to agree to disagree. Okay, one person said red roses are ugly. Totally agree. I actually don't like roses at all. My favorite flowers are peonies, and I don't understand the hype about roses. I don't understand why they're so expensive. I think it's just supply and demand, but totally agree with you, girl. This person put, Dunkin Donuts is actual trash. The donuts and the coffee. Everyone loves it. Ew. I don't drink coffee, so I have no idea, and I haven't had a Dunkin Donuts donut. God, I don't even know the last time I had one. I used to get those, like my dad would go out when we were kids and get my sister and I those like coffee rolls. They were like the big ones that had the cinnamon and sugar, and those I always thought were delicious, but I haven't had one as an adult, so I have no idea, and I can't speak on like their coffee or anything. I just haven't been to Dunkin Donuts in years because I have no reason to go there, but maybe it's actual trash. This person said, I'm fine with having my nails unpainted a lot of the time. That's awesome. I mean, I obviously have my nails painted all the time. I'm actually self-conscious if I don't have my nails painted, but I don't think that anyone should push anything on anyone. Like I mentioned in a bunch of videos that my mom and sister don't really wear makeup. Neither of them ever have their nails painted, and that's what works for them, so you do you. I don't think that everyone has to do literally anything. If you don't want to wear makeup, if you don't want to do your hair, if you don't want to put nail polish on, if you don't want to wear heels, if you don't want to carry a handbag, like do whatever works for your lifestyle and expresses you as a human. That's what's most important. This person said, you can't make it in the YouTube game without a manager. I don't have any experience with a manager, and I don't really know the ins and outs of how all of it works. I know they take a percentage of your money. They also connect you with brands and get you sponsorships and all of that. So I'm sure that it probably equals out if you have a good manager. I know there's a lot of bad managers out there and people have been taken advantage of. But I do think it's possible to make it without a manager if you work really hard and you're smart about it. I think one of the biggest issues is that people don't think about YouTube as a business. They're only thinking about it as a passion, and they don't know how to grow the business side of it, which is why they aren't able to make a living on it. This girl said, the beauty community is largely very wasteful, massive PR kits, etc. I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. I think that's just a fact. I mean, a lot of brands have sent out insane PR packages over the years. What I will say is a lot of them have cut back, though. I'm on like very few PR lists, but some of them, even since I've been on them, have definitely scaled down. Like Urban Decay and Origins, both of them, when I first started getting their PR, it was much larger and more packaging than it is now. A lot of times now Origins will just send like a little box or even a bubble mailer with a product in it and like a little postcard, and that's it, which is awesome. Urban Decay, when they launched their Stay Naked foundation, they actually sent a pamphlet and said pick your shade, and they sent 2 shades instead of sending the entire range, because no human on earth needs every single shade of a foundation. So I think that they're definitely learning to cut back, but in general, it's definitely very, very wasteful. This person said sponsorships limit a creator's believability, which I completely disagree with. I feel like a lot of people who don't do this don't really understand how all of it works. And basically, if I share something that, like, you guys know I don't drink coffee. So if all of a sudden I am doing a sponsorship with like Folgers, I don't know, that was like the first coffee brand that came to my mind. If I was doing a sponsorship with Folgers and talking about how much I love it, but in every other video I'm talking about how much I don't like coffee, unless, I don't know, maybe like at some point in my life I'll have a kid and like decide that I need to start drinking coffee and then fall in love with it, who knows. That day is not today. So if I did start doing a sponsorship and pushing something that you guys know I don't like, obviously that would break our trust that we have and everyone will stop watching me. And then when people stop watching me, my subscribers go down, my views go down, my money goes down, more sponsorships don't show up. So you can end your career very, very, very quickly if you take sponsorships with brands that you don't actually agree with. So I think a lot of people think that if you're being paid to say something, you don't actually use it or like it or believe in it or whatever the case may be, when in reality, if you do that, you're gonna hurt yourself. And I'm sure there are some people who do that, but I think the vast majority of bloggers and YouTubers that do sponsorships, it's because they actually really like the brand. And I'm sure you sitting here watching this video, if somebody was like, hey, you love Apple, you love your iPhone, hey, I'll give you X amount of dollars to talk about your iPhone, you'd be like, okay, cool, I already love it, why wouldn't I? So I think that's kind of how sponsorships actually are. It's also free content that the viewers are getting, and so I don't really understand the negativity around sponsorships, because no creator can create videos if they don't make money, because they will be working a full-time job and not have time to do it. So it's kind of like this double-edged sword of, if you want the content, you have to accept that people are getting paid for what they're doing, just like everyone watching this is getting paid to do whatever their job is. This person said, when something is sponsored and the person doesn't say it up front. This is one of those things that I think I go back and forth on, because a lot of sponsorships, and again, this is something that if you don't create content, you probably don't know. And I'm still learning. I'm not an expert on sponsorships because I've only done 2, I believe, maybe 3. So I don't have a ton of experience with it yet, but there's different ways that videos are sponsored, and some videos are sponsored the entire video, and then some videos it's just like a portion of the video is sponsored. And so it's kind of like if you're watching a TV show and you get a 30-second clip from X brand, that commercial was sponsored by that brand, and then the next commercial comes on and that is sponsored by another brand. So it's kind of the same thing. It's like if I'm talking and then I mention my curling iron and this curling iron brand paid me to say something about it, and then I don't talk about it again for the rest of the video, only that portion, it's like a commercial break almost, is paid for by that brand. So if a video is fully sponsored by a brand, I definitely absolutely 100% think that they should say it up front. This is the sponsorship. Otherwise, I think wherever the sponsorship falls in the video is fine. It's the same thing that I just said, like we create content, you watch it for free. I don't think there's anything wrong with putting like the commercial into the program wherever it fits in the program. Like if you turn on your favorite TV show on ABC, you're not saying like, is this video sponsored? I need to know up front and I want to watch all of the commercials before I start watching the show. Like that's just not how it works. I will say though, people who don't disclose sponsorships, that's like a whole other thing, and that's actually against the law. So that I don't think is okay. You absolutely have to say that it is sponsored, but it's just like the placement, I guess. This person said, I don't understand the obsession with fall. Same girl, don't get it. I wish summer was still here. I don't get why so many people are utterly obsessed with fall. It makes 0 sense in my brain. No idea. I got a couple of these. Beyonce's overrated, or I strongly dislike Beyonce and think she's highly overrated. I feel like I'm gonna get like hate comments for this, but I agree. I mean, she's fine, but I don't understand why she has like such a cult following and people are so obsessed with her. I I don't get it. This person said, sometimes it's okay to just buy makeup as a luxury, not because you'll use it up. I agree. If you saw my makeup collection, you would know that I am not going to use all of this makeup in my lifetime. I think that it's fun. It's a hobby. It's just like anything. Like if, I don't know, if your boyfriend wants to go golfing and has like 2 sets of golf clubs, or wants like certain golf balls or tees, or, you know, different pairs of golf shoes, or whatever it is, like anyone can have a hobby and it just be something that like a collector's item essentially. So I think that it's totally fine to buy makeup as a luxury of something that you want and that you're not actually going to like completely use up or use every single day. There's a lot of more expensive products that I've purchased that I only like to wear on like special occasions because I don't want to use it up when I'm running up to the store. A couple people said pumpkin spice sucks or PSLs are gross. Oops. I agree with this as well. I feel like this is like the fall thing. I don't like pumpkin flavored things at all. So I got you girls. This person said beer sucks. Again, I completely agree. It's insane how many people I agree with on topics like this. Like I do not drink beer. I never have. I drink cider. I drink vodka. I drink white wine. That's about it. This person put, YouTubers take their jobs way too seriously. What legacy are you leaving? So this one I wholeheartedly disagree with. I think that everyone should take their job seriously. If you work at Target, if you work as a brain surgeon, if you work sweeping floors somewhere, if you are a garbage man, if you are a mail delivery person, I don't care where you work, you should take your job seriously. Because if somebody is walking through a store and you're a sales associate and you help them pick something out and it makes them feel good, and it's maybe they're having a bad day and someone being nice to them or giving them a friendly smile or saying hello or whatever it is can turn their day around, then that's the legacy you're leaving. You're leaving how you make people feel. So if you're a YouTuber, it's the exact same thing. You have a little spot on the internet. You are in charge of what content you put out. And if you can help people feel better, happy, laugh, more confident, whatever that is. Like one of my main goals is I really want to help make people feel confident. I want you to know how to do your makeup. I want to steer you in the right direction and save you money so you don't buy terrible products. I want to give you recommendations for like Amazon products and make your life easier. I am starting that second channel about business because I would love to empower women to start small businesses and work for themselves and all of that. I think there's so many more things than just saying like, oh, you're just talking about makeup. So I think everyone should take their job seriously. I think more people should, and maybe it's like a lost art of just feeling like you're not doing anything important, but I think that a lot of YouTubers are leaving more of a mark than a lot of people because they're reaching such a wide audience, and it's the audience that I reach online is way bigger than I could ever reach just in person in my daily life. This person said, I think Miley Cyrus has zero talent. I really don't understand why she's a big deal. Am I missing something? I didn't even know that she was a big deal. What? This person put avocados are nasty. Girl, what about avocado toast, guacamole? Those are the only 2 uses I can think for avocados right now, but oh, I love those. This person put house pets are disgusting. Anyone who knows me in real life is probably laughing right now because I am not a pet person, which I feel like whoever wrote this is probably thinking that I would totally disagree. I don't want a house pet. I have not had a house pet since I was a kid, and I don't plan on ever having one again. I think that for other people who really get joy out of having animals in their home is totally fine, and like they can do that. It's not like I'm not going to go to their house or anything like that. I just personally don't want animals in my house. So I think that's really funny. This person said a good eyeshadow does not need to be super pigmented / metallic / reflective. I agree. There's a lot of colors, especially if I'm just throwing something in my crease, that I don't want it to be like the most pigmented shadow ever because it's harder to blend out. And if I, like today, I just have like one color in my crease. If I have a super pigmented shadow and I'm trying to blend it out, it makes it way harder than just like a really light wash of color. So I agree with you. There's certain times where having a very pigmented shadow is important, but I don't think that every single shadow needs to be the most pigmented shadow ever. This person said, I think giveaways are mostly just YouTubers trying to get rid of all of their extra PR stuff they don't like. That is hysterical. And I'm sure to a point it's true, because some YouTubers get like every release from every brand, and when you're getting, you know, 20 shades of lipstick of every single formula, you don't even need 20 lipsticks in your whole collection, let alone like in every formula. So I'm sure, I mean, I've done that too, just in the few PR packages that I've gotten, that I'll take out a couple that I want and then the rest of them I'll throw into a giveaway pile. But I think there's a difference between, there's a lot of people that I feel like they've become known for doing giveaways because that's the way that they've grown their audience, and they just constantly do giveaways of random stuff. And I think that's when it's mostly just stuff that you don't like. But then there's other people that I think do giveaways, and it's, you know, some of their favorite products. And I think those are like really good, genuine, amazing giveaways. This person said, brands are doing too many new releases. You can tell some have not been well thought out. Example, the ABH Big Norvina palette coming days after the Jackie release. And even Too Faced is rolling out stuff at lightning speed. Is this just to keep up with ColourPop? I agree. I am at the point that it's been a while since I've been really excited about a new release. I used to, like, if you go back a few months, or even like a year ago, I used to do so many new release makeup reviews, and I still do them, but it's rare that I'm really excited about a new product, because it seems like every single day there's a new product, and it's too much. So I definitely agree with you. I don't know what is going on over at ColourPop, but they have a new release basically every single week. And it's not just like one new lipstick, it's like a whole new collection, which is just mind-blowing. I have no idea how they're doing it or why they're doing it, but I definitely think there's a lot of brands now that are trying to release limited edition stuff and kind of keep up with the Joneses, to say, which it doesn't make any sense, because when I look at a lot of the palettes that are being released, I'm like, okay, cool, I have that palette from 4 years ago. It just got discontinued, repackaged, and now they're selling it to us again, which obviously it's working because they're making money, but I agree with you. There are way too many releases. Alrighty guys, those are all of the opinions I'm going to react to today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you have any video requests. I am going to be filming like a mad woman this week, which I'm really excited about. So give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos, and I will see you guys in my next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.